So welcome everybody to another live stream. I'm here with Crypto Julian, and we're going to talk about our big plans for this next crypto bull run. I was just on Julian's channel, I think 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago?
Yeah, just 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days ago.
And,
hello, everyone.
we had a great conversation, and I want to introduce you to my audience over here and just kind of have you kind of take them through your story so far in crypto, how you've kind of done it yourself, when you started, all of that kind of fun stuff. So welcome, man. Happy to have you.
Yeah, so my story begins in 2013, and I asked a friend of mine who was a pro trader, hey buddy, what do you think about cryptocurrency? What do you think about Bitcoin? This might be the future of money. And he was a pro trader, so he said, no, I don't invest in that stuff. And I asked why, and he said, because I don't understand it. So I decided to listen to his advice and to just don't touch Bitcoin at all. And that time it was around $1,000, and I was really happy when it started to fall, because BTC started to fall into $200 or $100, something like this. And pretty unhappy when it started to rise again. And after the next couple of months and years, when it was around 3,000, I asked myself, right now my BTC investment would be up 300% from that $1,000 point. So I decided to went all in, and at $3,000 I went all in into BTC at $3,000 peak, and 1 month after my all-in investment BTC dropped 40%. So as you can imagine, I was pretty shocked, and it wasn't easy beginning for me to sell or not to sell. That was the question. But I decided to heed my old friend advice and to not sell just like that, but first to understand what is Bitcoin. So I decided to read the Bitcoin white paper, etc. And then I knew that I won't be selling Bitcoin anymore soon, probably never. After that, I was really, really happy because it pumped to $20,000, and plenty of different stories. At $20,000, I called my family. I called my dad. Dad, you need to buy BTC. You need to buy Bitcoin. I told him, and he didn't listen to me. But I was calling him every day in December, in January, and he decided to bought Bitcoin at the top. And 1 month after my so-called investment advice to my dad, BTC plummeted 65%, something like this. my dad thought that I thought that my dad would kill me, basically. And he sold most of that BTC at the bottom in 2019, around at $3,000. But anyway, in 2021, I was a little bit more experienced, and back days, I asked myself how to gain profits over the market, how to gain advantage over the market, and I decided to analyze different types of data. Find ways to get this data before the market, how to get the data that may influence the BTC price, altcoin price, before the market will speculate on this. And right now, currently, what I am doing, I'm basically searching for such inefficiencies in the market and try to use them to win over the market, basically.
Mm-hmm. So what is your strategy? Great story, by the way, too. And we've got some people filing in. Appreciate everybody coming here. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Definitely helps us out. Great story, great background. You were definitely early to Bitcoin. What have you learned over the years? Like, what's your strategy now when it comes to trading? Or are you more of long-term holder?
Yeah, basically, I don't have so-called a strategy. Mm-hmm. it's I don't have any kind of one strategy, because if you have one strategy, it's really easy to beat you up, because people will understand what kind of strategy you use, and they will try to copy it. So basically, my strategy is to find and to improve every single day and improve tools that are helping me to gain advantage over the market. What I'm doing right now, I'm hiring IT developers, and I'm giving them idea what kind of data I need and how we can, combine this data and make trades on such data. I will show you something. I will show you something which is really, really interesting. I will show you a new indicator, really fresh. The indicator that isn't available yet in any place, and I will present it to you. Share screen. So you can see my screen right now, yes?
Yep, perfect.
So this is max data. This is max data, and by the way, this is not visible for public. This is not visible for you, for our users, for anyone else. This indicator, but this is something what we managed to create today. But we were working on this for over around 2 years, and this is really expensive thing. But so I won't tell you and your audience. It's obvious how it basically works and how it's built. I will show you only the chart of this on 1 minute interval, and as you can see, it's really, really new because it started right here yesterday. And basically, the moments of the lowest points of that indicators, as we noticed, most of the times are pointing the moments of great moment to accumulate Bitcoin, great buying pressure, right here, and the moments of highest points on that indicator are suggesting the moments of bigger selling pressure. How this indicator is built? So basically, this indicator isn't built on any kind of RSI technical analysis. It isn't built on any kind of BTC price, etc. It don't use basically BTC price at all. So on Max Data app, such indicators, there are plenty of them. Different types of indicators. And in my opinion, if we want to analyze price, we don't need to look at the price, and we shouldn't, in my opinion, because there are many people across the market, and many people using most popular platforms, and on each of the platforms, trading platforms, exchanges, etc., are so-called indicators. How the indicators are calculated? So indicators are calculated. Relative strength index is a calculation over the past candles of each metric, of each asset. Moving average, exponential moving average, MACD. These are indicators based on, most of the times, based on the price of metric. Sometimes these indicators are combining the price and volume, but most of the times on the price. So in my opinion, it's ineffective. From the ground, it's ineffective. From the starting point. Because if we want to somehow predict the price, in my opinion, it's basically obvious that only using the price to analyze the price isn't a good idea. What is a good idea? To use metrics and use data that are influencing the price. What is influencing the price? If you know when somebody wants to sell Bitcoins, buy Bitcoins, okay, how to know it? From data, from on-chain data. This is the first thing. Second thing, exchanges, data from exchanges, and many other things. Maybe Twitter, maybe data from social media. So to analyze the price and to predict the price and predict the moves, I basically don't believe that observing and analyzing price and calculating indicators from that price, in my opinion, isn't a good way to go.
Mm-hmm. No, that's really interesting. So great breakdown. I love what you're building too. If you had to give some people some advice out there, some people listening, kind of getting ready for this next bull run, which feels like we're kind of starting it right now. It feels like the worst of the bear market's behind us, and we're kind of at the beginning stages of this next bull run. What would be some of the best advice? Is your philosophy more of a dollar cost average strategy, or do you like to bulk buy Bitcoin at certain times based on the data? Like, what would be your best advice for people kind of preparing to take advantage of these next 12 to 24 months, which we think is going to be really a good time for crypto?
Yeah, basically it depends who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to a person who is just entering the market, I will give simple advice, just educate and get Bitcoins, and that's all. You don't need to trade Bitcoin, Bitcoin will do enough in our lifetime. So to my friends who most of them are not experts in the market, and I just give a simple message: just accumulate and don't do anything with that, because if you will start doing anything with that, wiser people and smarter people and people who wants to get your Bitcoins will get it. Well, first, they will scare you. Then you will sell them your Bitcoins really cheap. And after that, they will get it from you. They will buy it from you back. Because they are smarter, because they have more money, because they are analyzing the market every single day and have teams to do it.
Definitely.
Basically they're professionals to get our Bitcoins really cheap. So the market is manipulating us, and there are a little percent of people who are dedicated to analyze the market daily. In my opinion, BTC will do enough in my lifetime, so most of my holdings I don't touch at all. Even if I understand that maybe I'm in a 1% or less people who are understanding the market, and that is because I'm spending whole days, plenty of hours every single day on reading news and analyzing data and doing it with my team. But even though I'm not trying to be the smartest guy, because BTC it's enough. So one thing is your holdings, in my opinion. One thing is our long-term holdings. So everybody needs at least one BTC. I'm saying to my family, to my friends who have children, you need to buy at least one BTC to your children for their studies, for their future. But second thing is emotions. Most of people like emotions. Most of people like to feel anger, sometimes excitement. Most of people like to trade. They are losing. Most of people are losing, and that's why most of people are betting on futures markets. I don't, because I know that if I will start, probably it will be too late, and maybe I will win once, maybe twice, but finally I will lose betting on the futures market. So only spot exchanges. And most of people like emotions. So if you need to trade, but use your the little part of your capital to do your trades. not the whole part. And when you are understanding, after a month, after a few months, it's easier, it's better to not win twice, to not earn twice, but lose once. It's easier, it's better to not earn twice or 3 times, but lose once, because you lose only once.
That's a great point. Yeah, that's a great point.
Not futures, man. Not futures. Only spot, and try to be wise, but not great, because people are not getting rich by the night. People are getting rich because of hard work, and 100%. Because of doing things systematically. And I do not believe if, for example, I will do a trade tomorrow that will multiply, for example, my capital by 1000x. I do not believe that I will be mature enough to hold that money. If tomorrow I will get $100 million, I don't believe that I will be prepared, that my mind will be prepared to hold that amount of money. Why? Because it needs time to understand the bigger amounts of money, and that's why we need to work hard on it. It needs time. I do not believe in getting rich fast. I believe in getting rich slowly, patient, doing work and giving value. And meanwhile, we can do trades. Meanwhile, we can get some profits. Yes, of course. Meanwhile, we can use the data to get advantage over the market. Meanwhile, but this is not the main thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Trading 100%. Is not the main thing.
Yeah, I agree 100%. That's exactly my philosophy. Most of my capital in crypto, long-term, dollar cost average. I look at Bitcoin as like a savings account, long-term savings account, right? I mean, it's a better savings account. It actually appreciates, but you're right. In the short term, small trades here and there. As I get more knowledge, as I get more data, as I get better, make those trades slightly bigger, but not until I have more information. To your point, have better tools, which I know is something we're both kind of doing with our indicators and your max data, which you showed me a little bit a couple of days ago, is unbelievable. Now, outside of Bitcoin, do you like any other cryptos? Do you trade any other cryptos? What's your philosophy on anything outside of Bitcoin?
Yeah, my philosophy basically is to minimize amount of data I need to proceed, to minimize it, because I'm sorry, I don't.
No worries.
Okay, to minimize, because most of people are treating altcoins like some bunch of cookies. More is better. Take 20 altcoins. How much altcoins do you have in your portfolio, in your wallet? People are asking, and they are saying, 10 or 20 altcoins, different altcoins. So my simple question is, how you can manage to follow whole that projects and follow changes in that projects, follow changes in their news, in their information, in their calendar, prices, hacks, maybe attacks on them, etc. So less is better, because less information you need to process, and it's much more efficient, in my opinion. So altcoins are not the cookies. So I'm not trying to understand every altcoin. I'm trying to only understand few, maybe one, maybe if and BTC, maybe BTC if and BTC USD if BTC. Because I don't need to be best on every part of the game. I need to be just enough good on a simple part of the game, and that will bring me some profits. There are plenty of different altcoins, Solana, Cardano, etc. People are talking. No, but I'm always asking a simple question. Do you use the altcoin you hold? If I'm not using the altcoin I'm holding, most of the time I'm not buying it. Of course, I'm buying some altcoins for really short-term profits. Like, for example, altcoins are going to be listed on new exchanges. And I'm doing such trades, but this is most of the times a small amount of capital because small volume there. Another thing is when altcoins have a huge news, like partnerships. This is really important. This is really interesting, partnerships. So in past year, there were plenty news information about new partnerships of Polygon, collaboration with Meta, Amazon, collaboration with Polygon collaboration with Meta, and plenty others. Never mind. Most of the times, these altcoins are soaring just after partnership announcement. But we always need to be really focused and analyze if it's not too late, if it's not after a soar. If the altcoin price is low, if the altcoin has a good, huge bullish news, this might be a nice time for me to, trade, but for a really short period of time. Short, I mean max few days, and then get back to what I'm holding. If I'm holding USD to USD, if I'm holding BTC to BTC.
And how do you know if it's too late or not? Right?
Yeah,
that's a big question. Are you looking at the chart? Are you looking at simplistic things like kind of moving averages?
Basically, it's simple.
Yeah.
Basically, it's really simple. First thing you said, moving averages. People are talking moving averages. Let's just make it even simple. And just average price. What is average price back 1 month ago? What were people paying? How much were people paying for this stuff, this altcoin? Were people paying more or less for this? And if the answer is that most of the time they were paying less, this isn't probably a good idea to buy it. Simple, really simple, If you are buying a car, you don't want to buy the most expensive car from the same model. You want to buy from the cheapest dealer. If it's brand new, all right, but you want to buy it the cheapest. It's the same as when you buy an apartment. You want the cheapest price, yeah? So you are asking yourself and checking whether people were buying it for the lower amount of money or the higher amount of money. The same is with coins, with altcoins. This is simple. And after that, we have to ask ourselves, what can push the price higher? If there is any event that can push the price higher, and if we got information about this event before the market, because most of the times people are getting info about important events after the price rally. Why? Because people are reading news, people are reading tabloid, just media, and media is most of the times writing about things after it, not because they are, so nice that they are writing just after it. Most of the times, these news are paid, sponsored, to sell it to you on the top. You need to. They need to sell it at the top, so they are paying for articles, and it's really simple. So we need to become before them. Of course, how to do it? It's another thing. Do you see my screen right now? Max data, partnership announcements. Yeah. So how to do it's another thing. There are plenty of ways. You need to check some alerts on Max data. We have alerts on partnership announcements, for example, on the listings hacks also. We are aggregating data directly from Twitter with API, and we are filtering the data with artificial intelligence, with GPT filters. And because of that, we are able to get info about partnership announcements and filter out every information which is unnecessary. But let's take a look at just, how it works. For example, right here, as I told you at the beginning, Polygon tweeted about its collaboration with Meta. And I will this. Or maybe let's start from Avalanche. Avalanche tweeted about its collaboration with Amazon. And Amazon pushed the price of Avalanche plus 25% in a few hours. Alliance Block, on the other hand, was hacked. Do you remember that moment? Because I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Alliance Block was hacked. I get notification about it just after that. We tweeted, we posted it to our social media to protect the people who maybe were holding it. 2 days after the hack, minus 92%. And they tweeted it, but they were hacked. So basically, what we are doing, what is possible, right now. 1 year ago, the ChatGPT was announced over 1 year ago, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
ChatGPT is using GPT OpenAI's artificial intelligence to talk with you. And they are giving API access. There are different models, GPT-3, GPT 3.5, 4, etc. With that models, we can filter such kinds of tweets and filter only that can really impact the price. And with also the Twitter API. Decentraland tweeted about its new features. Yeah, new features. This is something which might be really good for a project. Plus 58% in 5 days. Binance tweeted about its delisting Helium from its exchange. And as you can see, will be delisted. These are the key words. Another tweet you for sure remember, and most of your viewers also, when CZ tweeted about its exit from FTX. Do you remember it? From FTX investments, yes. I remember it, and that tweet opened my eyes. Basically, that tweet, not the Coinbase, not the CoinDesk article, but that tweet. Mm-hmm. And most of people sold just after it. So there are plenty of such events that are making coins growing or going down. And in my opinion, the most important thing is just, to lower the risk. And if the altcoin is already after 10, 20, even 7% of growth, it's a higher risk if you want to buy. So simple, find the moment, low price, below average, and a good event.
No, I love that. This is great, by the way. So everybody out there, hopefully you're gaining some good insight, some good value here from Crypto Julian. And we got a couple questions. We're going to get to both of those. The first one is coming in from BTCN Council. Will this indicator be available for the public anytime soon? So will your max
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not. I will be using it for myself, and this is too good.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't sell things that are too good, and you are using it by yourself. we are selling some things. We are selling some indicators, of course, data and tools. But when we, for example, are giving access to data from Twitter API and that filtering system, or different charts, or even trading bots and automation, it's up to user how the user will use it, and the market is huge. It's really, really huge. But this indicator we invented past days, it's a game changer. It's much different thing from the others. Maybe we will give it to some users, but on the highest plan, from who are with us from the beginning, but not for a long time.
So maybe some features eventually, but not all of them.
Yeah, some features. Basically, my point when I started developing this website, wasn't to do a software as a service. It wasn't. I asked myself how to gain advantage over the market, and I answered myself, so I need this, I need this, I need that. It will cost me that amount of money. So how to get this amount of money and to trade, and to not spend my own money, but to have that advantage and to not spend my own money. So I told a friends of mine, it was 10 or 20 friends at the beginning, and it was just my friends. Hey buddy, we'll do this. Do you want to participate in that? And they said yes. But after some time, after some couple of months, everything is developing and changing, and people are starting to coming in. So right now it's a software as a service, but from the beginning it wasn't a thing that how to make money on the platform, how to make money on the market. And because of that, the max data was created. And by the way, it's not backed by any kind of VC. It's interesting. It's only backed by a bunch of friends who decided to get some different tools that are available on the market. Twitter, this is really interesting thing. You can basically create a rule right here and follow the biggest crypto projects and exchanges, and get notifications on your Telegram when, for example, partnerships, etc., are happening, announced.
So people can at least take advantage of that side of it and manually then make a trade based on information coming in. So just to make sure I'm clear, so what you have is automated, right? Taking in all of this data from Twitter, it's automated, but people could still take advantage of it manually too, right? Does that make sense?
Of course, but it's really hard. I was trying to do it manually, and it's possible. But when I was trying to do it manually, I spent all my day with my fiancée. She was also speculating, and after you're spending 8 hours a day in front of just only analyzing data manually, you cannot live after two weeks. So that's why we decided to create automation, because it's much easier. This is really interesting news aggregator, which is using artificial intelligence to summarize and analyze news. For example, if you click show summary or bullet points, you don't need to go to the whole CoinDesk or Bloomberg page. Show summary, bullet points. The green.
Oh.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Go back. Yes, scenarios, bullet points. So the green. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Gosh, okay.
Yeah, so basically how it works is that our bots are going to the website and they are reading the article. This is free, this is open. They are reading the article, and then with artificial intelligence from OpenAI, they are summarizing it. Bullet points are interesting. I'm using it every day for my videos. Wow. Because this is basically the best tool right now if you want to just analyze the market daily.
This is awesome. Yeah. So I use a news aggregator, but this looks even like it's pulling in more data from everywhere. So you've got all of the
Yeah.
main outlets.
Go to crypto world on the right. On the right.
Oh,
Not
sorry.
left, but right. Crypto world, recent news, and crypto world.
Sorry, where am I looking? Oh, recent news, crypto world.
The world, yeah. So here are more filtered news from the world.
Okay.
With no so-called spam news or advertisements.
Gotcha. So yeah, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph. Wow, this is really cool. Now, all of this is basically free, right?
Yeah, this is free. This is free. Yeah, many things are free here.
Yeah. Very cool. We've got another question coming in from one of my listeners, EMAC, talking about diversifying your portfolio. So we heard you say, Julian, that maybe focusing on a couple different altcoins. Do you look at where they are in terms of like how far they are from their all-time highs? Or is there just much more data to come in? It's like what's happening on chain and
no. Just analyzing how far the altcoin is from all-time high. It's really easy. That's why most people are doing it, because it's easy to let's take a look at the chart. But it's hard to take a look at, for example, holders, inflation, supply, demand, analyze it. What's the demand of the coin? If I'm analyzing a coin or coins, because most of the times I'm analyzing a bunch of coins from the same category. Most of the times it takes me a few days, and after that, and in the end, I'm taking a look at the chart, because chart is the less important thing most of the times. In my opinion. It's too easy. Everybody are looking at the chart. So you don't have any advantage if you are using a tool that 99% of the market is using. If you are using a strategy that 99% of the market is using, what's the point of this?
Yeah.
So what I'm mostly looking at are first holdings of the top 100 holders, the supply of the coin and its past inflation and its future inflation, unlocks, demand, how it's used currently, the simplest things. Yeah, but another thing is that most of the coins and most of the projects are not to give you something. They are to take something from you. If we understand that these people right there do not want to give us their money, they want to take our money from them. So for me, this is really, really hard thing to speculate on the altcoin that I probably don't know, because I can assume with 90% of accuracy that people behind that coin, that project, will just take advantage over me if they will have an opportunity to do this. You don't know if you don't know the CEO, if you don't know the history of a project, how do you know that tomorrow that project won't dump 30 or 40%? Because I had such situations. And many people that are trading crypto for sure too. What we do know about BTC, about Bitcoin? Almost everything. Who hold Bitcoin? What's its inflation? What's its supply? The supply and inflation, it's so low right now. It will be less than 1% supply, yearly supply after the halving. Less than 1%. And most of the altcoins have inflation and supply over 10%, 50%, 100% yearly. Ripple inflation last year, 13%. People are going from US dollar to BTC because US dollar has over 3% inflation. It's too much for them, 3%. And BTC will have less than 1% of supply yearly, and inflation probably much less. And after that, they are going to alts that have 50% of yearly inflation. What's the point of this?
No, that's a great point. What do you think about the AI crypto sector? Do you think there are some altcoins there that could actually really provide some unique utility in the next, 3 to 5 years or something like that? How far are we away if you think so?
Yeah. Right now, I'm not super informed about it. I know, of course, some altcoins. I know them. I analyzed them even. But it's, in my opinion, too early to detect which of altcoins will bring some changes, important changes. Most of them right now are using AI only to go into hype. So I will be watching it closely, and I believe that it will be really, really a huge opportunity to invest in such alts. But for me right now, it's too early to do it. You need to watch them closely, analyze what they are doing really, and what they are going to bring. I remember when I was using OpenAI for the first time. It was before ChatGPT. I started to using it around over half year before it, and Max Data also. So back then we already knew that there is something really, really interesting going on with artificial intelligence from GPT. But imagine if there will be a crypto project that is producing something like this, like GPT models. It will be huge. Unfortunately, right now, most of crypto projects aren't doing such great things. But I believe that they will, but probably will need to wait a little bit more.
No, that makes a lot of sense. What do you think about gaming? Do you think there's merit there in the gaming space, blockchain gaming? A lot of people really like that as a sector that just makes a lot of sense. What do you think?
I'm not a gamer. I'm not playing games. I was talking about gaming today on my Telegram channel with some company. I believe that people will use that games, and they will that some projects will make a huge amount of money. But I'm not a guy who is using it, so I'm not trying to be the smartest guy about the gaming. That's all. There are plenty different projects about gaming, about artificial intelligence, about hosting, web services, plenty of them. But in my opinion, what is really the most important thing is to find your niche and to specialize in that niche. So you can be better than others in that niche. And in gaming, do I look like a person who is playing games? I don't think so. You know why? Because I want to play games in my life.
Yeah.
Something about GTA 6. This is
Yeah.
the game I'm looking at. not some games in Web3 because they are not advanced at all. But GTA 6. But still, while I am waiting for the GTA 6 release, I still knew that I won't buy it, even though I really desire to play it. I won't buy it and I won't play it. Why? Because I want to have such things and fly, etc., in my real life, not in front of a computer. Simple.
I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you there. Yeah, some people like to use gaming as an escape, and I get that. I do think it's interesting. I think, just from a perspective of how many people play games, how many people are addicted, and now you're going to add an element of a play to earn aspect or owning your own assets as NFTs, right? And being able to then trade those NFTs on a marketplace, because so many, I'm not a gamer either, but I understand kind of just a little bit from the standpoint of how big it is. I mean, you're talking a multi-billion-dollar industry, how addicted people are to it. And it's like, how much money is spent on, quote, like leveling up, right? Like leveling up their character or buying these skins and all of this
and
sort
how
of thing,
much
right?
time?
How much time is put into
How
it,
much
right?
time is spent on it?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I can't do it. I'm too busy doing things like this, right? I mean, and learning about, things like this in the real world, if you will. But I also understand that, like, there's an interesting element there for like the NFT side of things for sure. And then obviously, the play to earn aspect. It's interesting. I don't know. I think it's really early still.
I will tell you something. Gaming, this is only part, but augmented reality. This is the thing. And imagine augmented reality, not metaverse, but augmented reality. Imagine combined with artificial intelligence. This will be something huge. By the way, Meta has already created such glasses with artificial intelligence integrated, that you can just have your regular Ray-Bans and talk with their GPT, so-called. So this is the future, in my opinion, and this is really, really interesting. When the moment when most of people will start using artificial intelligence, not via their phones, mobiles, but via their glasses or headphones, or maybe some chips. And that moment, I'm really curious about artificial intelligence that will be helping us every single day in that point that we will even didn't notice about it. I'm using artificial intelligence every single day right now. Our programmers are using it. 90% of the code that they are writing is coded by artificial intelligence. Why? Because it saves 90% of time. And they are just putting it together, everything. When I'm doing articles, when I'm analyzing articles, I'm analyzing articles with artificial intelligence, as you can see on Max Data. There are plenty of news aggregation, filtering, etc. The future of trading, this is really interesting. How the trading will look like in the next couple of years. Because right now, most of traders are using charts, they are using some trading bots, some more advanced traders. But I can predict that in the next couple of years, most of traders will be using bots with artificial intelligence, with neural networks. And in Max Data app, we are going in that direction to create neural networks to get gains over market. This is our final goal: to create a system to creation of neural networks and to machine learning to analyze the data and predict it. Basically, maybe not better, but faster.
Mm-hmm. No, I love it, man. This is great stuff. By the way, if you guys haven't yet subscribed to Crypto Julian, Julian,
this is my Polish channel, so they will don't understand it. Let's find my English YouTube channel. It's new.
Is it linked on this one?
Just go to Julian Crypto News on YouTube.
Julian Crypto News.
Yeah, Julian Crypto News. Yeah, it's this is new channel. I started it.
Boom. Okay.
Go.
Perfect. Okay, so this is the American the English speaking YouTube channel for Julian. Yeah.
And this is really interesting. The history of Bitcoin and events that shaped its price. The main video on this channel. It's 20 minutes, but it's telling the history of Bitcoin from the beginning and what kind of events shaped Bitcoin's price at the top and at the bottom, and how people reacted to that events. Really important video.
Love it. Love it. So yeah, make sure you guys check him out there and then here on Twitter
this
as
is my
well.
Polish Twitter.
Okay,
but
do you have
a Max Data Twitter official?
Max Data official Twitter account. So boom.
No, just on Twitter. Go to Twitter.
Okay, let me go here. I'm gonna follow you there too. Max Data, maybe all one word
with no space. Max Data.app. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Follow you here too. Perfect. So I'll drop that link down there too, so everybody can follow that one too. Julian, this has been awesome, man. I really enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, man, I really enjoyed it too. It's nice to talk with you and nice to talk with your viewers, your audience, and to share some thoughts, interesting thoughts. I'm happy to see you again.
Yeah, always, man. Yeah. Let's continue doing things like this, and I want to just ask you maybe just final words of advice, words of wisdom for everybody out there as we close up the stream.
Beat up the sun every single day. Beat up the sun. Go out from the bed before the sun goes up. It's simple right now, currently, but it's making difference. And you start in your day from the early hours.
Mm-hmm.
So this is my advice. This is my advice to just stay focused, to eat a lot of meat. Don't eat carbs. Be focused, and that's all. And things will get well after that. You need to sharpen your brain first, and after sharpening your brain, everything will be good enough.
I like it, man. I like that. It's good stuff. Appreciate everybody for joining us. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. Do so on the way out. Definitely helps us out. And we'll be doing more of these as time rolls along. It sounds like you've got at least one more follower on Max Data. I know a few people heading over there too. So yeah, make sure you guys go over there and check out all the links. I'll drop them here one more time for you too.
Yeah, basically, just almost 2 weeks on Max Data is for free. So if your audience want to check it, Max Data app, they will get the full access for 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. If they will try to use it.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Love it. I know I'll be using it. So head over there and check it out. Appreciate you all as well. And Julian, hang back just for a second after we close up the stream and Appreciate you again, man.
Thanks.
See you, buddy.